Welcome to distributing your podcast. In this video, I'll walk through how to share your podcast using RSS to streaming platforms. I'll use Soundcloud as an example. You can also use Soundcloud to distribute your podcast as a link and upload it to Blackboard for assignments. A key technology for distributing podcasts is RSS. Podcasting was first distributed using RSS or really simple syndication feeds so users could download the latest episodes to a device or computer. Now, RSS feeds are used to update your episodes on streaming platforms like Spotify and Stitcher. Where are podcasts hosted? Or in other words, where does your podcast live? Your podcast can live on a personal website where you upload your audio episodes. You can also use audio or podcast hosts like SoundCloud, Buzzsprout, Libsyn, and Podspace. SoundCloud is free for up to 3 hours of audio. If you are doing a podcast project with fewer than 3 hours of audio, this is an ideal host. I'll show you how to generate the RSS from SoundCloud in this video, but it's possible to generate the RSS feed from any audio or podcast host. If you want to have your podcast available to as wide an audience as possible, you can distribute it to a streaming platform using RSS. When creating a creator account on streaming platforms, you will need the RSS link. You can also submit your podcast to be included in podcast networks, like the Alberta Podcast Network or HNet Network for podcasts that are academic. This means that your podcast will be shared as a link on their network. You can also share the RSS feed link with podcast search engines and social platforms for additional reach. Next, I will show a demo of how to set up an account on SoundCloud, upload your files. I'll also show you how to generate a link to your podcast on SoundCloud that you can share for assignments. Create a free SoundCloud account at soundcloud.com. Once you've created your account and logged in, go to the upload page. You can find it on the top right-hand corner. Once here, you can drag in any tracks or episodes that you want to upload to your account. Then you'll be able to fill in the information. You can title your track or episode. You can add a genre. And for podcasts, you'll scroll down to the audio categories. Create a description as well. You'll need to upload artwork for your podcast, as this is a requirement for many streaming platforms. You'll also need to decide on the privacy. If you're sharing your podcast through RSS feeds, you'll need to make sure that it's public. For now, we'll leave this private. Click Save. Your file will be uploaded in the background. Once it's ready, you'll see right away there's a URL here that you can use to share your episode or file. Next, when it comes to setting up your RSS feed, that will be in the settings. Click the 3 dots on the top right-hand corner, go to Settings, and then the Content tab. Here, you'll see the link that you'll submit to podcasting platforms when you create an account with them. You can make sure the category is correct and make sure the language is correct as well. You don't need to fill out any of the other fields. And make sure that to make things easier every time you upload a new episode, if you're doing an ongoing podcast, that you have the Include in RSS feed box checked. You can see your files by going to your profile and look at the tracks that you've uploaded. You can copy the link to them individually. If private, only people with the link will see it and it won't appear in SoundCloud's search engine.